Hi, my name's Trev Hutchings, and this is my perfect keytar combo setup with the Vortex Wireless 2 and the Roland MC101. There are three ways to connect the Vortex to the MC101. The first is to use a MIDI DIN cable. The second is to use that MIDI DIN cable with a MIDI USB host and the Vortex wireless dongle. And the third way, which is my preferred way, is to use two MIDI masters. Now, to set this up, you are going to need to create a preset in the Vortex preset editor. So what I need to do in the Vortex preset editor is to go to these pads. I'm going to set each pad to program change. And the channel is going to be set to 16, and that's the global channel on the MC101. And when you set it to the global channel, which at the moment is set up at 16, then the program change will select different scenes. And that way I can change all three tones for the different tracks at the same time. Now, the program number for the first program is 0, and the second one is 1, third is 2, fourth is 3, and so on. And the LSB and the MSB are set to 0, which they are here. And the only other thing you have to make sure of is in here is that one of your zones, mine is the lower zone, is set to channel 2. And finally, you'll also need to set up the MC101. So the first thing I've got to do is click on the Shift button and Filter. Then on the screen it comes up with System, and if I click on the Value button, I scroll through, I can get to the tracks, and if I now click on track 3, I can change that to channel 2. And if I click on the next one, which is track 4, I can set that to 2 as well. So basically I've got track 2, 3 and 4 all set to MIDI channel 2. So I can use the MIDI channel 2 on the Vortex to play 3 of the tones all at once. And that still leaves me track 1 for a drum track. Now if I load a new project, what I need to do is press on the clip button. You see this first one here is green. Now if I click on the Shift button over here and channel 2, so I've got to go to channel 2 first, there we go, then click on that and channel 2, and up here it says sound source. And it's normally set to track, which means all the clips will play the same sound patch. But if I click on this one, I can change this to clip. And if I do that with all the clips, then I can go down here to this note button, and then I can select a sound. There we go. And select a sound for that clip. And then if I add a second clip by pressing on the second clip button, click on here so it creates a new clip. Then if I go back again, Shift and 2, I can then, it says clip for the sound source there as well. So if I click on note, you'll notice it now says initial note. If I click on that a few times, bring one up. If I select that, if I go back to the original note, clip 1, I do believe, so there we go. So we got that rave stab in clip 1, and in clip 2 we've got this mallet thing. And that's basically how you set up the sounds for the different clips. And then on the Vortex, the pads will trigger what is known as a scene. And if I want to put these into a scene, I'll go back to the clip, and if I select the first clip, and then if I go and press down on the clip button, you'll see these all come up blue, and this one here is white. This is the first one. If I click on that, or press it down rather, you'll see it says stored now. So that is stored. If I go back to the clip, click on the second one, go back here, select this one. Actually, yeah, still got that clip. Now press on that one. That's stored as a scene as well now. So if I go back to the scenes and I click on scene 1, we've got that tone. If I click on the second scene, we've got that tone. So the Vortex will, on the pads, will actually select the different scenes. And now I've set pad 1 for the first sound, pad 2 will pick up the second sound. If you enjoyed this video, do give us a thumbs up and click on that subscribe button. Cheers.